If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Elite Gym TV. We are here today with Cem Davis. He's one of our members competing in his first bodybuilding show. He's competing under 80 kilos, believe it or not, and he's still a unit. Under 80s intermediates at the London Southeast UKBFF show on May 10th at the Beck Theatre. So we thought we'd catch up with him, see how he's feeling. It's exactly 2 weeks until he steps on stage. How are you feeling, Cem?
Good. Surprisingly strong. Yeah, feeling really good. Been a bit tired recently, but being so close to the show now, my spirits are really lifted. Got a lot of support that's really pushing me on, keeping me going. So no, feeling good.
Good, fantastic. And obviously, talking of support, you've had a special someone prepping you for this show. It is your first show, isn't that right, Cem?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, who have you had prepping you?
Oh, the man himself, Alex Big Guns Diesel. Oh, the man's phenomenal.
Fantastic. And how have you found his hints, tips? How's he been as a coach? Has he been there for you all the time? You know, making sure you're sticking to your tracks and not deviating as such or anything like that?
Oh, look, he's amazing. 24/7, he's basically on call. So some of the things that I call him up for, you know, do I put sauce on that? Do I put seasoning on this? You know, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9, 10 o'clock at night. You know, I'm on the phones with him. What do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? Constantly tweaking my training, tweaking my diet. He's basically been there for me all the way through since the beginning of my prep.
Fantastic. And now I know this is your first show and you haven't stepped on stage yet. But how has the whole experience been? Would you do it again?
Personally, no. Once is enough for me. That's what I set out to do. I like to set myself a goal, meet that goal, and then move on to a new challenge. In saying that, if I was a little bit younger and could make something more out of it, then I would. But the whole experience itself, the committing to something, the dedication, the routine. If your life's a bit all over the place, this definitely puts you on track. So yeah, I would recommend it. It's just the one's enough for me.
Brilliant. And I mean, as the whole lifestyle, the diet and the training and everything like that, I mean, you look like you've enjoyed the experience. Would you continue to do that even if you weren't doing a show? Would you still, you know, keep the diet clean, still, you know, go through phases of putting on weight and then stripping back down again, just because, like you said, you like the challenge and you just want to keep healthy?
Yeah, definitely. I've picked up a lot of hints, tips, training techniques, and all that, which I'm going to take on in future. It won't let me deviate and let me put on a lot of weight going forward. I've always sort of yo-yo dieted, but Alex has taught me that I don't have to be strict on myself, to deprive myself of all the good foods, of all the tasty foods. Anyway, you know, up until last week, I had roast dinner and ice cream. You know. So and that was 3 weeks out from the competition. So providing you put in the hard work and you stick to your diet, you trust the system, you stick to the plan, then you can enjoy the process. So yeah, I would recommend it. I've had people coming up to me, how do I do certain things? So it's nice to then pass on that knowledge again. But if you want the expert knowledge, then you gotta see Alex himself.
Brilliant. Well, I think we can all say, Cem, we are extremely proud of you. And we look forward to seeing you doing some damage May the 10th. So here we are, guys. We're here with the man himself, Alex Big Guns Diesel, and he's with his protege, Cem Davis, who's competing at the UKBFF London Southeast Championships, May 10th, Beck Theatre. Yeah. So obviously we interviewed Cem, we got how he's feeling and stuff like that. As a coach, Alex, how are you feeling about Cem's progress?
Yeah, now to be fair, for me it's really impressive, you mean, because obviously I've done shows myself in the past, so I know what happens with myself, and to watch someone else go through there, that change and transformation, it's pretty good to see where Cem's at now, and I think it looks very good, man. It looks really impressive. Yeah, I can't wait to the final product to build and that come May 10th. It's going to be a good showing. But he's worked hard for what he's got in a minute, so it's just it shows you what you get out of working hard and being consistent with your training and diet and everything else. So I think hopefully from Cem doing it, it should motivate a lot of people who obviously might want to consider doing a show themselves, or even just changing their shape, not having to compete, but just for life and everything else. I mean, if you people are holding back, I think when they see someone go through a process and get results out of it, my whole thing is it should send positive vibes around everyone else. So that's really good, because I mean, even watching Cem get in shape, it's pushed me to get myself in shape as well. It rubs up, it's positive energy, it rubs up. So it's been a good journey to going through with Cem, and obviously where it works quite hard, listens, never complains, never moans, very consistent. It makes it easy to work with someone like that.
Obviously, there's a few people that I want to thank for making this possible for me. The person at the very top of that list has got to be my wife. You know, a very strong woman to put up with what I've put her through the past 16 weeks so far. And then Alex for obviously prepping me for being patient and all that. The guys in the gym have really got behind me, helped me train, given me advice, helped me with my posing. Guys that I don't train with, Ben Lee, who I used to train with back in the day, got me into the lifting in the first place. Really grateful for him. The guys at the gyms that I've trained in before, all the guys behind the counter at Elite, all the nutritional advice they've given me, it's really helped me get to where I am today. Professor Tom, couldn't do it without him. Introduced me to whey isolate, didn't even know what it was. So thanks guys, thanks a lot for your support, and I look forward to putting on a show for you May 10th.